Do you think that was
Yeah.
wrong by Floyd, or do you think that was a smart or a not a smart move by Floyd, considering he might want to take Gervonta Davis back in the future?
What was smart as far as what? As far as if,
Releasing the tape on purpose to try to screw over Tank. That he's released it
oh
the
no, I,
night of.
I, I,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that relationship is over. I think it's run its course. They have this on and off friendship, promoter, manager, big brother, little brother, and then it's just like I think Floyd is like he be jealous. I don't know what his fighters, the way he treats them sometimes is like he wants to take all the spotlight. Even in the sparring, you can see him jumping in there and trying to make it about him, and just back up, let them get it on, and they weren't even tangling up, and he's all in the middle talking to trying to get attention for everybody. It seemed, and it's just like you had your time. You got the 50-0. You made the $1 billion. Like, what more do you need? He just has to have. He has that ego. So I just feel like the way he's the bigger brother. Tank is validated in the way he responds to Floyd and Floyd. I don't like the moves that Floyd make. But as far as a fighter, I love the way Floyd fights. But personally, the things that he does, it just turns you off.
yeah. So
Mhm.
who do you think won the sparring?
I think Devin actually edged it, but I think like you said, Gervonta Tank fought in spurts, and I think he hurt Devin, but Broner just jumped in, and I think that Devin Haney could have tangled him up, could have clinched, and he could have lasted. But those doghouse rules, I don't agree with that as well. You hurt fighters like that. It's bad enough that you're doing sparring and you got these guys doing 20 rounds till somebody quits. That's dangerous. You putting a lot of damage on these fighters, and then when they go into the ring, that's why you see all those fighters from Philly. They're tough as hell, but they have those sparring wars, those gym wars, and those Detroit fighters from Kronk. I mean, those guys are going at it, and you putting a lot of miles on your body and your head, going into those big championship fights. And I just think that Devin, he edged the sparring. Tank had his moments, but he looked gassed, and that's not the same as what would happen in a real fight. I think Devin would have won before the Ryan Garcia fight, but like I said, he's damaged goods. I don't think he's gonna be the same fighter that beating that he took.
Yeah, and I think the same thing as you, man. Devin edits it out, but the doghouse rules, it is what it is. And in a real ring, Tank would get the knockout based off the damage he was getting on Devin. But we had already seen that months ago. Jenkins, were
Wait,
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Johnny boy, you said before the Garcia fight you would have picked Devin over Tank in a fight.
Yes, absolutely. I love boxers over punchers. A good boxer always beats a good puncher 8 out of 10 times. You get those upsets, but I like points. You're building a points lead. If you're just waiting for that one knockout, which Tank that usually gives up those rounds, you're gonna be disappointed when he bumps into that fighter, Shakur Stevenson, who's gonna rack up
Right.
all those rounds. People are gonna boo and they're gonna say, "Man, Shakur's so boring. I hate his fighting style. All he do is run." He's still gonna win the rounds. He's still gonna get the W, and then you're gonna be behind, hoping for that. Now, who's more exciting? Tank Davis, obviously. I love the knockouts. That they're exciting, but just I can't stand watching a fighter just lose rounds and hope for that home run in the ninth
Yeah.
inning. I just can't do it. As a coach,
Mhm.
I tell just build that point lead.
Nah, I 100% agree with like most of your statements. I would pick Tank over Devin like even
Even before,
uh, before the Garcia fight, but everything
yeah.
else you said like I 100% agree with.
So who
Yeah,
do you
I
did you
loved
watch?
it. I love Devin Haney. I was heartbroken at the fight, man. But then I was like, man, this is crazy. I was like,
I've never liked Devin Haney, man. Being truthful, but
Oh, we know.
Jenkins.